Have you ever felt like you're shouting into the void with your meta ads? You spend hours crafting the perfect image. You write compelling copy that you think is just brilliant. You carefully select your audience, targeting just the right people. You hit the publish button, full of hope, only to be met with crickets. A few likes, maybe 1 or 2 clicks, but no real traction. Your ad sits there, looking pristine but lonely, failing to generate the leads or sales your business desperately needs. It's a frustrating and expensive cycle that many small business owners know all too well. This situation is like walking past 2 restaurants. One is bustling with happy customers, laughter spilling out the door. The other is completely empty, with pristine tables and a lonely server staring out the window. Which one are you more likely to choose? Most people will instinctively head for the busy one. The crowd tells us the food is good, the service is great, and it's a safe bet. Your meta ad, when it has 0 likes, comments, or shares, is that empty restaurant. Potential customers scroll right past it, assuming that if no one else is interested, it must not be worth their time or money. The harsh reality is that a great product or a fantastic offer isn't always enough to stop the scroll on a crowded platform like Facebook or Instagram. Users are bombarded with hundreds of ads every single day. They have developed a keen sense for what's trustworthy and what's not. An ad with no engagement feels risky. It lacks the validation that comes from other people's approval. Without this crucial element, even the most well-designed ad campaign can struggle to gain momentum, leaving you wondering what you're doing wrong and why your budget is disappearing so quickly. But what if you could take all the positive signals from every person who ever liked your ad and combine them? What if you could make every ad you run look like that popular, bustling restaurant from day one? There is a way to solve this empty restaurant problem. It involves understanding and strategically using a powerful psychological principle called social proof. By harnessing it correctly, you can transform your lonely ads into powerful, trust-building assets that attract customers, lower your costs, and drive real growth for your small business. Let's dive into what social proof is and how you can make it work for you. So, what exactly is this magical concept called social proof? Put simply, it's the idea that people tend to copy the actions of others in an attempt to reflect correct behavior in a given situation. It's a mental shortcut we all use to make decisions. When we're unsure about what to do, we look to others for clues. Think about it. You read customer reviews before buying a product on Amazon. You check the Rotten Tomatoes score before watching a movie. You join the longest queue at the food court, assuming it must have the best food. This is all social proof in action. In the world of meta advertising, social proof manifests as the engagement metrics you see on an ad. These are the likes, comments, shares, and reactions that accumulate over time. When a user sees an ad with thousands of likes, hundreds of positive comments, and dozens of shares, their brain instantly registers a signal of trust and quality. It tells them, hey, a lot of other people like this, so it must be good. This validation from the crowd makes them far more likely to stop, pay attention to your message, and consider taking the action you want them to take. This is not just a psychological trick, it's a fundamental part of how we build trust online. In the absence of a face-to-face interaction, where we can rely on body language and personal rapport, we depend on these digital signals to gauge credibility. A small business, which may not have the brand recognition of a global corporation, needs this trust more than anyone. Social proof acts as a powerful endorsement from the community. It bridges the gap between a potential customer's skepticism and their willingness to click, purchase, or sign up. It's the digital equivalent of a recommendation from a friend. The impact of social proof goes even deeper than just influencing user perception. It also directly affects how Meta's own algorithm treats your ad. The algorithm is designed to show users content they are most likely to find relevant and engaging. When an ad starts accumulating likes, comments, and shares, Meta sees this as a positive signal. The algorithm interprets this engagement as a sign that the ad is high quality and resonates with the audience. As a result, it will reward your ad with more favorable treatment, which we'll explore next. For years, the standard playbook for building social proof on Meta ads was a 2-step process. First, savvy marketers would run an engagement campaign. The sole purpose of this initial campaign was not to get sales or leads, but to warm up the ad by collecting as many likes, comments, and shares as possible. Marketers would target a broad audience with a small budget, letting the ad run for a few days to gather those precious engagement signals. This was like seeding the tip jar to encourage others to leave a tip. It was an essential first step before the real campaign began. Once the ad had a healthy amount of social proof, the marketer would then reuse that exact same ad post, identified by its unique post ID, in their main conversion or traffic campaigns. This allowed them to carry over all the accumulated likes and comments. The ad, now looking popular and trustworthy, would be shown to more valuable, targeted audiences with the goal of driving sales or leads. This method worked, but it was clunky and had significant limitations. It required careful management of post IDs and was often confusing for beginners. You had to run a separate campaign just for engagement, which cost time and money. The biggest drawback of this traditional method was its inflexibility. What if you wanted to test different versions of your ad? If you changed even a single word in the ad copy, a new headline or a different image, Meta would treat it as a brand new ad. This meant you would lose all the social proof you had worked so hard to build. All your likes and comments would be gone, and you'd have to start the entire process over again from zero. This made A/B testing, a crucial practice for optimizing ad performance, incredibly difficult and inefficient for marketers focused on leveraging social proof. This inflexibility forced small businesses into a tough choice. Either stick with one potentially mediocre ad to preserve its social proof, or test new variations and sacrifice all the trust signals you've earned. It was a frustrating trade-off that stifled creativity and optimization. You couldn't easily adapt your ads to different audiences or test new creative angles without resetting your progress. Thankfully, Meta recognized this limitation and introduced a powerful new feature that changes the game entirely, making it easier than ever to build and maintain social proof across your campaigns. Meta has finally provided a solution to the old, rigid method of building social proof. It's a simple but incredibly powerful feature found in your ad settings called Use Social Information from Existing Ads. This setting allows you to tell Meta's algorithm to consolidate the social proof, the likes, comments, and shares, from multiple similar ads and display the combined total on all of them. This means you no longer have to rely on a single ad post to hold all your engagement. You can now run several variations of an ad, and they can all share the same pool of social proof. Let's walk through a practical example. Imagine you're a small business selling handmade leather wallets. You want to test two different ad images, one showing a close-up of the wallet's detailed stitching, and another showing the wallet being used in a stylish lifestyle shot. You also want to test two different headlines, Timeless Craftsmanship and The Last Wallet You'll Ever Need. In the past, this would create 4 separate ads, each starting with 0 likes and comments. You would have to build social proof on each one from scratch, splitting your engagement and making all 4 ads look less popular. With the new social information setting enabled, the magic happens. A user might see the ad with the lifestyle photo and the Timeless Craftsmanship headline and give it a like. Another user might see the ad with the close-up photo and the Last Wallet headline and leave a positive comment. Instead of these engagements being isolated, Meta combines them. Now, when a third user sees any of the 4 ad variations, they will see the total number of likes and comments from all of them combined. Your ads instantly look more popular and trustworthy, creating a powerful snowball effect. This seemingly small change has massive benefits for small businesses. First, it leads to faster accumulation of social proof because every dollar you spend contributes to a central pool of engagement. Second, this increased social proof can lead to lower ad costs. As we discussed, Meta's algorithm favors engaging ads, which can result in a lower cost per mille and cost per click. Finally, and most importantly, it builds credibility and trust much faster. Your ads no longer look like the empty restaurant, making potential customers more confident in their decision to engage with your brand and, ultimately, make a purchase. Now that you understand the power of this feature, you're probably eager to start using it. The good news is that enabling it is incredibly simple and can be done right within Meta Ads Manager. You don't need to be a technical wizard to get this working for your campaigns. The setting is located at the ad level, which means you configure it for each individual ad you create. Here's a straightforward, step-by-step guide to make sure you have it turned on and are ready to consolidate your social proof across your ad variations. First, navigate to Meta Ads Manager and either create a new campaign or edit an existing one. Go through the campaign and ad set levels as you normally would, choosing your objective, budget, and audience. The key step is at the ad level, where you design the ad itself. After you have uploaded your creative, your image or video, and written your primary text and headline, scroll down past the call to action button. You will find a section that might be collapsed, often labeled Ad Level Settings or a similar name. It is here where the magic setting is located. Once you locate this section, you will see a checkbox next to the option. Use social information from existing ads. By default, this box may be unchecked. Your job is simple. Click the box to enable it. This tells Meta that you want this ad to share and display its social proof with other similar ads in your account. That's it. Repeat this process for every ad variation you create within that ad set. For the feature to work, the ads need to be similar, which generally means they use the same landing page or lead form and are promoting the same core offer. After you have enabled the setting for all your ad variations, publish your campaign. From that moment on, Meta will begin pooling the likes, comments, and shares across all the ads where you've checked the box. It's important to remember to enable this for every new ad you create if you want it to be part of the pool. Making this a standard part of your ad creation process is a small step that can yield significant results, helping you build trust and momentum much faster than ever before, turning every ad into a powerful, socially validated asset for your business. As with any new feature, it's natural to have a few questions. Many small business owners wonder if this will work for all types of ads. Generally, yes, as long as the ads are considered similar by Meta promoting the same product and leading to the same destination URL. Another common question is, what happens if I get a negative comment? The feature combines all engagement, positive and negative. This makes it even more important to practice good community management. Always monitor your comments and respond to feedback professionally to maintain a positive sentiment on your ads. To make the difference clear, let's compare the two methods directly. The old way, using a post ID, was rigid. It tied all your social proof to a single, uneditable ad post. Testing was difficult, and any change meant starting over. The new way, using the social information setting, is flexible. It allows you to run multiple ad variations for testing and optimization, all while contributing to a shared pool of social proof. This means you can continuously improve your ads without sacrificing the trust you've built. It's a far more efficient and powerful approach for modern advertising. In conclusion, social proof is not a nice-to-have in your Meta ad strategy. It is an absolute necessity for building trust and driving results. It turns your ad from a lonely flyer into a bustling hub of activity that draws customers in. By leaving behind the clunky post ID method and embracing the new social information setting, small businesses can level the playing field. You can now build credibility faster, optimize your campaigns more effectively through testing, and potentially lower your overall advertising costs. This simple checkbox is one of the most powerful tools Meta has given to small advertisers in years. So, the next time you log into Ads Manager, don't just focus on the creative and the copy. Take that extra 10 seconds to scroll down and enable the social information setting. Encourage your team to make it a standard part of your workflow. By consistently applying this strategy, you will supercharge your ads, transform them into magnets for engagement, and build the foundation of trust needed to turn scrollers into loyal customers. Stop letting your ads be the empty restaurant. Start building your digital crowd today and watch your business grow. If you would like to learn other techniques or methods to grow your business, be sure to like and subscribe.